listen, other people's perspective of you and perception of you is none of your business. And there's no way that you should let them make it your business. You got better things to be doing. And a lot of times you get caught up in this mess because this is how society keeps control of people. And this is why I'm trying to teach y'all about how to be unbothered and not care. Because society controls people by, because if we were all in our own little elements and we'd have to go to these jobs and stuff like that, and we could leave the house we wanted to and be around the people we wanted to, we'd be fine. But what society does is put you around a bunch of people you don't get along with because you feel like you have to work, a bunch of people that you would never put yourself around. You have to be around them on a regular basis, and these people are wicked people. It's not the kind of people you would let yourself be around, but you know, due to society being the way it is, having to work a job, having to deal with, you know, if you post anything online, having to deal with the opinions of other content creators and stuff like that, we ain't got time for stuff like that. And they don't seem to understand that. Listen, man, there's a lot of dudes out here that run their mouths a lot too, but there's a real push for feminine energy. And some men aren't man enough, 1, 2, 3 on the timer to say this, to not give in. And they start really being, you know, feminine in their nature. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they start getting jealous of other dudes. I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. I don't even understand people that are like that. I don't get jealous of another man. And then what people do nowadays is, because everybody's ego is so messed up, man. So they'll hate on you, but then they have to find a way to make it seem like it's not hate. So they look for all kind of ways, clever ways to disguise the hate and make it seem like it's not a hater being a hater. Let me tell you something. If you have an opinion of somebody you don't know and it's not in a good light, then you are a hater. It doesn't matter what kind of psychological wordplay and verbiage that you use, you're still a hater. You have absolutely no business having a problem with somebody you do not know. Somebody that has nothing to do with you, your livelihood, your reality. It doesn't make any sense. That's why you people running around idolizing celebrities and stuff and having an opinion of them, and then having the gall enough to make channels about your opinion of celebrities. It's weird to me. I'm just gonna be real. People like that are weird. People that live vicariously through others, people that feel like they have the right to, and again, you do whatever you want to do in your life. What I've noticed is the people that like to sit around and critique other people's lives have the worst lives, man. They have the absolute worst lives. They are miserable. They need a whole lot. They need to feel like somebody else is doing worse than them for them to feel good about their life. Right? So when you're out here and you might have some random person, it might even be like a somewhat friend of yours, or listen, let me tell you something. It could be friend, it could be family as far as I'm concerned. I do not listen to other people. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Because 9 times out of 10, most people got something to say. They got something to say, got some kind of what they would call constructive criticism. It's not constructive criticism if it's not asked for. I don't know where y'all get that stuff from, man. I'm literally an Army veteran. I was a sergeant in the Army, so I don't know why y'all would think that you would know more about constructive criticism than an Army sergeant. But you people out here, like I said, man, I took a couple of days off. I'm eating good. You know, it's Thanksgiving. I ain't gonna be on social media. Like, I don't celebrate holidays, but I'm not gonna be on social media around times of, camaraderie and family and things. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Plus, I wanna be able, listen, man, if you wanna be able to relax, you cannot be on social media a lot. That's why I'm telling you guys to try your best to only allow yourself to consume a certain amount of social media per day. 420 on the timer, as I say this, you know it's true. You know, I need you to go ahead and think about this, because a lot of times, most women do this, but you know, we're men. You might get caught up watching some videos. If it's not informative, if you're not learning from it, if it's nonsensical, 9 times out of 10, if it's a woman talking about modern women dating or whatever, don't listen to it. 444 on a timer. Don't listen to it whatsoever. It's a waste of time. See, we're in a world right now where people believe that everybody is important, and they think that their opinion matters to everybody. And with social media, see, back in the day before social media, you didn't like somebody, you had to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? You didn't like somebody, you'd be able to like, all right, bet, I'm done. And you wouldn't see that person every now and again in the grocery store or something like that. But with social media, they're able to stalk you, keep tabs on you. You have content creators that'll not only keep tabs on you, but will also make counter content in hopes that it gets back to you, and also to, you know, try to ruin your reputation with whatever other people that are in your same, you know what I'm saying, work group or content creating group or whatever. That's why you have to be in a lane of, I don't care what any of y'all think. I don't care what the hater thinks. I don't care what the collaborator of the hater thinks, because if you're collaborating with the hater of mine, then you're a low-key hater, because you should have nothing to say. I know when somebody comes to me and they're talking junk about somebody I don't know, I'm always like, well, they're not here to defend themselves. I don't really know them like that, you know, or if it's somebody I do know, right? Like, when I was staying with my dad for a little bit of time, and he was talking about my brother, and I'm just like, well, if he gonna talk about my brother like that, he gonna talk about me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fool. I'm paying attention to stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. Oh, you gonna talk about my brother like that? Okay, well, honestly, my brother's doing more than I do, so you probably definitely talking junk about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You didn't arrive in this realm with me. You ain't gonna leave this realm with me. So you ain't gonna take away from me. You ain't gonna take away from me, homie. You know what I'm saying? My pops, my friends, my family, I don't care who you are. I had to tell my dad when I stayed with him, and I hate to keep dwelling on this, but he's kept giving me his opinion about stuff. Like, he needed to tell me what to do. Now, I left my house at 17. I've been on my own since I was 17 years old. Been making money since I was 13. My brother started a lawn care business, is making money. So I don't want to hear, I don't know. I'm 30-something years old because I had a mishap with the wrong kind of woman. And instead of staying with her or staying with her long enough to get a job and go back to the workforce and then leaving her, I decided to just cold turkey drop that fool and roll out. You think you need to give me advice on how to live? No, sir, no, ma'am. You got to remember, I'm the son of yours that graduated, but went to Iraq twice. You know, got a degree. I didn't get a degree. Became an engineer without a degree. Worked for the White House, all kind of different stuff, man. First one in my family to make over 100,000. I don't need nobody telling me what to do. I made a mistake. You make a mistake, you move on. See, that's what a family's supposed to be there for anyway. Like when my family members made mistakes, I helped them out, gave them cars, let them stay with me till they got on their feet, all kind of different things. But when I needed a little bit of help, they all looked at me like, oh man, he done fell off. That nigga done fell off, man. Well, I feel bad for him. My dad even said this one time, like, man, you remember when you were living in Germantown working for the government, and you had your townhouse and your Mercedes and your Acura and your Ducati? Man, how does it feel to go from that to this? It feels like nothing. Because I'm gonna be greater. That material stuff means nothing. But I say all that to say this. If I had to tell my dad, which I had to tell him to his face, hey, your opinion don't mean nothing to me. He looked at me and he said, what? I said, your opinion doesn't mean nothing to me. Oh, really? Yeah, really. Because at this point, I'm a grown-ass man. Just like when my son becomes grown. And if my son wants to do something, he's a grown-ass man. I'm his dad. I'm not his God. I don't sit here and tell him, oh, man, you done made these mistakes and reflect on, no. I'm gonna help my son if my son comes back to me for help. I'm gonna be there for him without trying to get on to him about what mistake he made. I'm gonna help him. He's a grown man, and I gotta let him live his life. And then trying to make him feel bad for the mistakes he made is not the way to go about doing it, right? So I don't care how old someone is, that ain't got nothing to do with the wisdom they have. And see, I've always had this wisdom. My dad has never liked it. Could you imagine having a son that corrects you half the time? I was doing it all my life, correcting my dad all the time. He couldn't stand my brother go along and get along. I'd always be correcting. What do you mean by that? I'd be a teenager, like, what do you mean by that? What does that even mean? I would say stuff to him like this he couldn't wait for me to move out, man. He couldn't wait for me to move out. I love my dad. I want y'all to understand something. I love my dad more than you could ever imagine. I love my family members more than you can ever imagine. But what we're not going to do is be around each other and project how we feel about each other onto each other. That doesn't make I don't care what my dad thinks about me. Why would I care? I done everything a son would do to make his family proud. I done served in the military twice. Whenever they came, doing whatever they did in this country, I stepped up to the plate. When I got done with that, I worked at the White House, man. At the top 1%, working at the White House, man. Then I became an engineer without a degree, making over $100,000 at the age of 25. I've done everything a good son, a good child would do, and he still has something to say. Now, if I sat there when I was homeless, bottomed out, no money, standing at my dad's house, trying to get myself together, listening to my dad talking all this craziness, trying to kick me while I'm down, it could have really affected me. But I know who I am. What he says don't make nor break me. Okay, you did your job. You raised me until I joined the Army at 16, and I graduated high school at 17, went right in the Army. At that point, I've been a grown-ass man. I've been taking care of myself since 17, really younger than that, because, you know, like I said, I've been working since I was 13, making money, cutting yards. And if you didn't think my dad got some of that money, you're crazy. So I've been working, I've been making money. That's all I know how to do. And what I do know since a child, like I told you, God has always given me this wisdom. As a child, I left my dad's house. I'm like, he's too controlling. He's too controlling. He has too much control of my older sisters and all that. I'm like, no. He ain't gonna control me. I'm a man. Even at 17, 16, I'm like, you ain't gonna control me. My dad got so mad at me one time, he got some boxing gloves and like, nah, you gonna have to show me you can box. You talk too much junk. And I'm like, I ain't gonna hit you. So you put those gloves on, you can wear me out. I ain't gonna hit you, my dad. What I look like. So do what you gotta do. He was so mad. He was so mad. So you can't get me. You can't get to me, and you can't see, you can't get in my head. You can't get in my head. Even at a young age like I was back then at 17 or whatever, you can't get in my head. And I don't want y'all taking away from this like, oh, you know what I'm saying, his dad is evil. No, my dad is not. He's from an older school, an older generation, and you just don't come at them a certain kind of way. Period, point blank. That's just the way it is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. As a man, I respect it, and I left his house like I'm supposed to. I'm not gonna sit around and debate the way he wants to be a parent. Ain't nothing wrong with it. He stayed in the home. He made sure, my mom was never mistreated whatsoever. Absolutely not. Both his daughters got married. Both his sons got married. I'm one of a couple that had to get a divorce. Don't make no difference. It is what it is. He did his job. He got me where I needed to be at. So all this extra stuff after, you know, I moved out, that's just what men do. That's just what men do. So don't, I'm opening up to y'all and talking to y'all a little about my life. Don't crucify my dad or nothing like that. I love my dad. I absolutely love my dad. My dad's a man. He's a man's man. And because of the way he is, it made me into the man that I am today, and I can help other people out. But again, I'm saying all that to say this. My dad's opinion of me doesn't matter to me. My sister's opinion of me doesn't matter to me. My brother's opinion of me doesn't matter to me. My nieces, my nephew, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. You know, I don't have any grandparents that's still alive, but nobody's opinion matters to me. You can love people without allowing their opinion of you, their projected opinion of you, their perception of you, to affect you or have any place in your life. Listen, man, I do not. And this is the reason why I'm the way that I am. I don't gossip. I don't say nothing behind nobody's back that I never said to their face. And even then, I still don't talk too much about them behind their back. I'm too busy working on myself. So if I'm working on myself all the time, why do these other people have enough time to talk about everybody else? Why they got enough time to do it? Why are they always doing it? Why are they always projecting their perception and perspective onto somebody else? I'll tell you why. It's a control mechanism, man. It's part of this system construct anyway. That's why they have you on social media idolizing celebrities, making you feel like they got it all. When most of these people are on so many, you know what, and medication and stuff like that, that they don't even know, you know, up from down, left from right. You can see it most of the time they do interviews. They're so doggone doped up. They can barely even speak right. They can't make eye contact, nothing like that. Like, listen, watch your favorite celebrities and see if they can sit still during an interview. See if they can make eye contact. What do you think that is when they can't make eye contact and they can't sit still? I'll tell you what it is. They're on some kind of medication, some street pharmacist, more than likely, and it causes them to have anxiety whenever they're doing interviews and stuff like that. And that anxiety manifests in them having to look away, flinching all the time, twitching and shit like that. Just watch them. Most of them do it. But they want you to idolize these people and their bad behaviors and things of that nature. It's a control mechanism. So listen, man, if you never had nobody telling you about yourself or trying to humble you, and the only people that ever spoke to you were either people that you trusted, like a trusted, counsel that you built, friends, or family members that would do anything for you that means the best for you, and they only say something to you when you're really doing something really bad, right? That's what I do. That way, when I have some random YouTuber, some random TikToker, some funny looking ass chick from I don't even know where, running her mouth, making a video, trying to make me look a certain way, it don't bother me, because what it does for me, it identifies my enemies, and I never tell them that I know they're my enemies. I just keep it to myself. Then, when I see this person who tries to get other content creators to collaborate with them with their shadiness, I watch that person. I'm like, okay, you're a hidden enemy. And so I know to stay away from them too. So it's a way for me to identify haters and things of that nature, but it doesn't bother me because these people don't know me. They do not know me. And I'm telling y'all something else, man. Even the people you think that know you, how do they know you? Listen, man, even when you married, it take 20 plus years to really get to know somebody, man. I really believe in that, probably 15 plus. Because I was with somebody 10, not even that woman at all. So you can say I'm a fool or whatever, but do I seem like I'm foolish? Everything else I'm doing does seem foolish? Nah, I just had a person that was really manipulative. And it might take a little bit longer to really get to know these people. You can't, listen, man, like you're learning yourself as you're growing and maturing. So how is somebody gonna like really know you? What you gotta have is somebody around you with good intentions, someone around you that wanna see the best out of you and see the best for you, and know that you're gonna give them great energy and it's gonna be reciprocated. You cannot have people around you that are always giving you constructive criticism. They always have something to say. Okay, for example, if I have an acquaintance, a new friend, or if an old friend gets back in touch with me, and before I know it, they're either questioning what I do or they're giving me advice, this person's putting too much thought into what I do. I don't like it. Who asked you to do it? Do you think I'm going to listen to you and do what you tell me to do? You haven't even earned my trust like that yet for me to even listen to you on that level. So when I have somebody running their mouth to me, a newer friend or whatever, like, hey, have you thought about doing this? Or, hey, I think this would be a great idea. I think you need to stop thinking so much about me. That's what I think. I don't appreciate that at all. At all. So whenever, you guys are dealing with people that are trying to get under your skin, but you don't really recognize it as that, a lot of you guys probably don't, right? You might not recognize it as somebody trying to get under your skin, but you have to think about it like this. You got to think about it like, why did this person have such an opinion of me? You know what I'm saying? Why is this person volunteering all this extra information to me? And it's never nothing like, oh, you're doing good, keep doing what you're doing, woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit softer on the, it's always some extra over the top, they've been watching you too hard type of stuff. I can't stand that. Like, listen, if you're a fan, be a fan. But understand something, fans do not give me criticism. Fans don't give me constructive criticism, and fans don't work their way into my inner circle. Because a fan can become a stan real quick, okay? I need supporters, soul tribe, things of that nature that's worked their, you know what I'm saying, way into like whatever level of relationship I had with them, friendship, whatever. And then at that level, I'll take certain levels of criticism from them or suggestions or recommendations. But even then, those people have gotten to know me well enough to know how to speak to me, how to approach me. When you have somebody that's in your circle and they're like, oh, I'm just raw and I'm real and that's the way it is, and you need to, it's not gonna always be positive. What's wrong with you? Y'all gotta start asking people this kind of stuff. Like, what's wrong with you? So you're basically telling me to my face that you might say anything out your mouth that you think that I need to hear. Who the fuck are you? I mean, it's like, what made you? No, absolutely not. Listen, man, I can hear people online talking this way. Hey, like, especially them dumbass readers. Man, let me get started on the people, man, but they'll be like, I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Who the fuck? How do you know what I need to hear, fool? How do you know? You don't know nothing. So absolutely not. You're a fool running your mouth, and you think that you know what somebody needs to hear. Your life ain't even together. Why would God tell you to tell somebody else something that you ain't even doing in your life? Absolutely not. That's why they get from the readers and everything in that community anyway, because a bunch of ignorant ass people, a lot of them are super young, don't know nothing about nothing, and they think that they can get out of accountability of their words out of their mouth by saying the cards told me to do it and God's working through the cards. Absolutely not. God's not working through those cards. He's not working through those cards, man. I don't know what God you got working through those cards, but it's not the Most High God. Absolutely not. Not with y'all running around. Listen, man. Y'all, look, people do crazy stuff online. And I get it. Drama brings in more views, right? But to be posting stuff up and say, if you over here want to hear nothing but nice stuff, well, this ain't it. Because I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Who told you that you know what I need to hear? What? Absolutely, no, man. No. That's why I don't listen to nobody. So listen, I'm gonna close it out by saying this. A lot of people want to perceive me and get the perception of me as being arrogant and cocky. Yo, he don't listen to nobody. Then do it. Feel that way. I don't care. Feel that way. Feel like I'm arrogant, cocky, stuck up, not humble, everything you can think of. Just make sure you keep watching me. That's all that I care. Make sure you keep watching me, because in your reality, you can perceive me however you want to perceive me. In your reality, I could be the boogeyman. I can be the big black devil. You know what I'm saying? I could be a fool. I could be a dummy. I could be a square. I can be a lame. That's your perception. Keep it to your raggedy ass self. It means nothing to me, except showing me that you're a fool who don't know how to control her emotions and just want to run your mouth and project onto somebody else anything negative you can think about. Hey, what's going on, homie? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, demon? Oh, yeah, you know, bro. Hey, look, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, not like, I didn't used to be a tarot reader, right? But when I got into the community, because I'm gonna tell you something about tarot, right? Anything can be used as a tool in a positive way, but a lot of these people are not using it in a positive way. If you look at them, most of them are under the age of 30. What wisdom would they have? And what they're doing is trying to make it seem like they're channeling or whatever from God, but you don't have no life experience. You've been through nothing. You know nothing about nothing. And every time you get online, you're just projecting some trauma from a bad relationship that you have or friendship or whatever. So I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. A bunch of young ass people don't know nothing trying to tell it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, you will not. Y'all ain't never done nothing for nobody. You young people ain't done nothing for nobody. You ain't never served your country. You ain't never served in any kind of way. You're not humanitarian or nothing. You've done nothing. And you get online and tell people what they need to do? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I see some ignorant ass reader pop in my feed, like some young chick, I block her automatically. Block. I don't even want, it ain't even just readers. It could be a prophetic word young chick. She still can get on there and run her mouth like she knows what she's talking about. She still ain't gonna have any empathy or speak in a way of wisdom and gained maturity, you know what I'm saying, from years. She's gonna talk from these younger people talk from this point like they know everything, like they know it's fact, and they know everything, and they can tell you about yourself and don't know nothing about nothing. Not humble to figure it out. Don't respect their elders. Don't respect people more mature than them. Don't respect people that's done something in their life. All they do is come up with some counter argument. Well, you know, the war in Iraq was really da-da-da-da-da-da. Shut your bitch ass up. Whatever it was, you ain't got the guts enough to do it. So why are you speaking on it? I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm going to get on here and make another video because I want to run this up too long. But I took a couple days off, so I'm fresh. I'm back at it. And I just want to, you know what I'm saying, show y'all what I've observed the past couple days going out, grocery shopping, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been eating a lot of food, and I'm sleeping a lot. I'm eating a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's Thanksgiving, man. I made a lot of food. I be eating a lot. I took a couple days off, so what? But now I'm back on here fresh, ready to cook these narcissists up, man. I'm tired of looking at y'all, man. And I'm gonna tell you something else, y'all. A lot of them are just online, just trying to make money. So don't take nothing too serious what they say anyway, these content creators. And I'm gonna make another video about getting off social media and detoxing yourself daily as a man. Let women do what they want to do. I don't tell women what to do. Do what you want to do. But as men, detox yourself. Get your ass off social media. Especially if you start seeing some female getting on your nerves. Get off social media. Go work out or do something. Don't let no feet, because that's what they do. I'm gonna make another video on this. All they want to do is get under your skin. Watch everything that they do, man. They take over everything that we come up with. They watch and study. It's like me. Then they get online with all these, man, bro, there's so much counter crap out there against, you know, regular men. And then you have the social construct itself putting out TV programs, putting out these different episodes on these daily shows talking about men and boys are falling behind. And man, it's so many different things working against men right now. It's so many different things working against us. We gotta unite. We gotta stop bickering. You know, listen, I can't stand a pandering ass dude. I can't stand a pandering ass dude. I can't, but we gotta figure something out to where we gotta be united. You know what I mean? Because right now we're getting hit from all fronts, bro. Like we got the gynocracy hitting us up. We got this young generation of females that don't know nothing about nothing, but don't want to wash their ass, don't want to clean their house, don't want to take care of their kids. So they just adopt all this bad rhetoric about men or whatever. So they run in their mouth while sleeping with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff. And you got these pandering ass dudes out here doing this stuff. These Derek Jackson type of dudes doing this stuff for the views. Because if I was to get on here as handsome as I am and pander to women, man, I'd be at 50,000 subscribers by now. I'd be at 50,000. Hey, what's going on, buddy? A little doggy over here. What's going on, bud? All right. He's like, I got somewhere to be. That dog like, I got somewhere to be. I ain't got no time for you. Yo, that dog done got loose from somebody's house. That's the one of our neighbor's dogs. But was it? If you need a fast switch to the right, to the night shift. Yeah, you right. Night shift will do it for you too. But hey, buddy, don't go over that yard. No, don't do it, homie. Don't poop in my yard, bro. There you go. There you go. Good dog. I'm on that side. There you go. Man, I might go and make sure the dog don't run on the road. This dog done got loose. He go, man. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna check on this person's dog because this dog was about to run up in the main road. And then I'm gonna get back on here and make another video. Peace, love, and light, y'all. I love dogs, man. Gotta check out, take care of this dog, man.